I beg you to forgive this intrusion.
Are you from some charitable organization?
No, madame. No, I did not come here to ask for money.
You sit down.
Thank you. It is a very delicate matter, but please believe I do not wish to cause you any distress.
Why have you come to see me?
It is several weeks, I think, since your husband was reported missing.
My husband died in a plane crash.
You're quite certain?
Are you a reporter?
No, madame. No, I merely ask if you're quite satisfied that your husband's plane actually crashed.
Yes.
You have no doubt at all when Monsieur Devlin was such an...
Mr. Rayler, you are by no means the first person to come to Saint-Martin with some theory about my husband's disappearance. I do not wish to discuss it any further. Lancome?
But, madame, you have not even heard what I came to say.
Mr. Rayler is leaving.
I regret, madame. However, I think this will interest you.
Wait. Where did you get this?
You do recognize him?
Where was this taken?
At a sanatorium in Leningrad. 2 weeks ago.
Lancome, leave us. Tell me. Tell me. What do you know about my husband?
He wasn't like an ordinary parent. He was my closest friend. I went on all of his trips, and I worked on all of his books and the typing and editing. We were so close. Sometimes I knew without any words exactly what he was thinking.
All right?
It sounds as though I had a fixation on my father.
That's where you weren't alone in that.
You know, he was immensely gentle. He could tame any kind of wild animal. And we had quite a menagerie at one time. There was a raven and a baby fox and Silky, the famous ocelot.
It's funny, I always think of him as a hunter.
We went on loads of hunting trips together.
Just the two of you? Yes, I'm beginning to realize why you weren't overjoyed when he remarried.
I resented her, of course, but it wasn't only that. Look, if you want me to talk about Elizabeth, you better turn that thing off.
There. Nothing you say can be used as evidence against you.
I hated her.
Why? She's a very erudite woman. Witty, too. I used to swear by her articles in the Observer.
Indeed. I consider her the most arrogant woman I ever met. She set out to acquire Daddy like another diamond bracelet or a Rembrandt.
I gather the fur flew.
We loathed each other on sight.
Well, what did Daddy say to all this?
Told me to go straight to hell. Quite rightly.
Did it ever occur to you that he might have loved her?
Excuse me.
Miss Sally Devlin?
Yes?
Judson Tichborne of Blakelock Bachelor Brahms and Tichborne. We represent Mrs. Elizabeth Devlin.
Oh.
On behalf of our client, we have obtained a court order permitting us to remove from these premises all the literary effects of the late Lawrence Devlin, including diaries, letters, manuscripts, and other memorabilia.
But everything in this studio belongs to me.
We have obtained this court order.
I don't care what you've obtained. Now, do you mind removing your
If you
umbrella
obstruct
from my
this order,
door?
you'll be guilty of contempt
Well, that's
of
perfectly
court.
all right with me.
But is Elizabeth within her rights?
Legally, without a question.
I see. Well, thanks, dear boy. I'll call you if there are any further developments.
Goodbye.
Bye. Hello, darling.
on.
Hello, Canfield. I was just on the phone to my lawyer. He says Elizabeth's entitled to take possession until the will is read.
I don't give a damn what she's entitled to. I won't hand over one scrap of paper with Daddy's writing on it.
As long as she has a court order, my dear, there's really nothing you can do.
What about his letters? They were written to me. They belong to me.
It's not just the letters. You've got so many of his manuscripts and his diaries. You've also got all the material for the book.
But he sent that to me, chapter by chapter, from all the places that he visited. He'd asked me to have it ready for him when he got back. And it's dedicated to me, not her.
Elizabeth is the executrix, my dear.
Well, she can put me in jail before I handle one page. And that goes for her brother, the Secretary of State, and her brother, the head of the World Bank, and the whole bloody O'Mara clan.
You need a good stiff drink. Canfield?
Thank you, sir.
What are we going to do with this untamed and, I fear, untamable creature?
Why don't we obtain a court order and confine her to the London Zoo? Vixen Britannica, dangerous when roused by stepmothers.
You mean, unsympathetic wretches, both of you.
Don't worry. I'm sure that when the will is read, you'll get back everything that belongs to you.
With Elizabeth on the warpath, not bloody likely.
I don't like to intrude, but why mention the book? I mean, aren't we the only three who know anything about it?
I'd be willing to look the other way, at least until it's all sorted out and typed.
You both have to promise never to say a word to anyone.
You have my word.
And mine?
You can't.
Sally? Talking of books, how's the biography progressing?
No, I'm still taking notes. You'll be surprised to learn that Miss Devlin has become remarkably patient.
It promises to be quite a monumental work.
Jealous? Oh, I'm delighted. It's high time you stopped taking me for granted. You've no idea how galling it is to be engaged to someone you've known since you were 10.
Don't worry, faithful Fido's still capable of a growl or two.
Mademoiselle, oui, j'écoute. Ah, what, Madame Devlin?
Hello. Da. Gromshi. Ja sorry. Ja не слышу. Dave! Oh, my darling! Where are you? What? I can't hear you. Where are you? Can you hear me? This is Elizabeth. What? Oh, it's such a terrible connection. I can't understand you. Where are you? Are you in Leningrad? What? Can't understand you. Oh, my darling, speak to me. Speak to me. There. What? Something's happened. He's gone.
Mademoiselle.
No. Oh, no.
Mademoiselle, on m'a coupé la ligne.
Oh, no, Deb. Deb.
I'm sorry, madame. The line is...
Oh, no, Deb.
But we will try.
Deb. Oh, no.
You're right. It is magnificent. Although some people may say it leans a little heavily on the brotherhood of man.
We didn't care what sort of government a country had so long as it worked. He cared for people.
What did he really think about Russia?
Well, he loved the Russians. He was stirred by the land itself, by what he called its lyric sadness.
And the political system?
Ah, well, he thought communism was wasteful and inefficient. He supported the UN, the common market, and he moved toward international government.
You know the most beautiful part of the book? The dedication.
Oh.
He must have loved you a great deal, for which I can hardly blame him.
I think we better stick to the tape recorder. Lord, look at the time. And John's expecting me in 30 minutes.
When shall I see you?
I don't know.
Tomorrow, have dinner with me.